In the heart of the ancient Near East, the story of Jacob and Esau unfolds like a dramatic tale of family, destiny, and divine intervention. Imagine a scene where two brothers, one a rugged hunter and the other a cunning shepherd, are set on a collision course by the very circumstances of their birth. This is not just a story of sibling rivalry. It is a narrative that touches on the deepest human emotions: fear, love, betrayal, and reconciliation. It is a story where the line between the human and the divine blurs, and where the actions of a single night can change the course of a life forever. Jacob, the younger of the twins, has always been the underdog. From the moment he was born clutching his brother's heel, he seemed destined to be the one who would always be chasing after something just out of reach. His life is marked by a series of struggles against his brother, against his father-in-law Laban, and even against himself. But it is in the moments of his greatest fear that Jacob finds the strength to confront his past and forge a new path. The story begins with Jacob fleeing from his home after tricking his brother Esau out of his birthright and his father's blessing. Esau, the favored son, had vowed to kill Jacob for his deceit. So, Jacob sets out on a journey that will take him far from the land of his fathers, to the house of his uncle Laban. There, he encounters Rachel, the woman he loves, and agrees to work 7 years for her hand in marriage. But Laban, known for his cunning, tricks Jacob into marrying Leah, Rachel's older sister, instead. Jacob must work another 7 years to finally marry Rachel, and it is during this time that he builds a life and a family of his own. Years pass, and Jacob, now a wealthy man with a large family, decides it is time to return home. But as he prepares to face his brother, he is filled with dread. The last time he saw Esau, it was with the promise of bloodshed. Jacob sends ahead a series of gifts, herds of livestock and servants as a peace offering, hoping to soften Esau's heart. But when his messengers return, they bring news that Esau is coming to meet him with 400 men, a force that seems more like an army than a welcoming party. Jacob is terrified. He divides his family and his possessions into 2 camps, thinking that if one is attacked, the other might survive. But his fear goes deeper than the threat of physical harm. Jacob is haunted by the knowledge of his own deceit, the lies and tricks that have defined his life. He prays to God, acknowledging his unworthiness and pleading for protection. In his prayer, he recalls the promises God made to him, the covenant that he is part of a lineage that will be blessed and multiplied. That night, Jacob is alone, and it is then that the most mysterious and pivotal event of the story occurs. A man appears and wrestles with Jacob until the break of dawn. This is no ordinary man. He is a figure of divine power, a being who can touch Jacob and leave him forever changed. The struggle is physical, but it is also a metaphor for the inner battle Jacob has been fighting. He must confront the parts of himself that he has hidden, the sins and the fears that have driven his actions. The man, seeing that he cannot overcome Jacob, touches his hip, and Jacob is left limping. But in that moment of vulnerability, Jacob refuses to let the man go until he blesses him. It is a moment of profound transformation. the man gives Jacob a new name, Israel, meaning he who strives with God. This new name is not just a label. It is a recognition of the person Jacob has become. He has wrestled with his past and his fears, and he has emerged stronger, more whole. When the sun rises, Jacob is a different man. He crosses the Jabbok River, limping but with a new sense of purpose. The encounter with the divine has changed him, and he is ready to face his brother. When Esau finally arrives, he runs to Jacob and embraces him. The hostility and anger that had fueled their relationship are gone, replaced by a deep, genuine reconciliation. The story of Jacob and Esau is a reminder that our struggles, our fears, and our pasts do not have to define us. Jacob's transformation is a testament to the power of facing our inner demons and the possibility of redemption. It is a story that speaks to the human capacity for growth and change, and the importance of seeking forgiveness and reconciliation. In the end, Jacob's encounter with the divine being at the Jabbok is a turning point. It is a moment of truth, a moment of healing, and a moment of grace. And it is a reminder that sometimes it is only in our darkest moments that we find the strength to become who we are truly meant to be. And so, Jacob's story teaches us that the journey of life is not just about reaching a destination, but about the transformation that happens along the way.